Good evening, everybody. Let me just say that we're really ecstatic about this win. Power is one of the better teams in the league, and we always viewed ourselves as being one of the better teams too. And when you knock off a team that's regarded as being good, and that means you're good. We got a total team effort tonight. No surprises. I think we had our best scoring lineup in the game at the end. You know, Nate's big bucket sealed the deal, but the efforts of Amari and Jason Richardson and Rob Height, the local fella, or whatever, were huge for us. So I'm going to turn it over to them, and you know, please direct all your questions to the guys.
Nate, have you ever been caught on a game winner before?
That was not like that, man. I think one time I hit a game winner, but obviously my rookie year, and my teammates kind of, you know, ran on the court. I was excited about that one. It was pretty big. That kind of felt like the same thing right there. So I just, you know, tip my hat off to my teammates, because in the beginning I was kind of, you know, struggling with my shot, and they just tell me just keep shooting, don't think about it. You know, shoot or shoot. So just keep doing your thing. And the energy that, you know, that Jason brought today, taking charges, getting extra possession for us, blocking shot, protecting the rim. Rob came in, did his thing. Local guy, you know, playing in Miami in front of his home crowd. So it all worked. You know, we desperately needed a win, and you know, today was a start to try to get the next one next week and hopefully make this playoff run.
James, the playmaker. This question's for Nate Robinson. You had an extremely impressive game today, man. You hit the three-point game-winning shot. Are you considering now making a comeback to the NBA like Amari? The seasons don't overlap between the two.
Nah, man, I'm leaving that comeback to Stat, man. We're putting all the energy to Stat. He got the closest. He's the closest to the door right now. NBA shut me out a long time ago, man, and you know, Ice Cube opened the doors for me. So I'm here to stay. You know, I'm chilling here. I'm happy here. I mean, NBA would be nice, but you know, I just, you know, put that in the back. I still work out for me, not to, you know, impress any coaches, GMs, nothing like that. I do it for, you know, for me and my kids, to show them what hard work is, even though I'm not playing at a level that I think I'm supposed to be playing at. So NBA was fun. Gave me 11 great years, and I'm satisfied with that.
My name's David. This question is for any of the players up there. What is it like for any of you to take direction or guidance from a legend like Dr. J? And you guys are all incredible in your own way.
No question. Don't forget I'm in the room. Go ahead.
I mean, for me, it's, you know, growing up, Dr. J was, I grew up with Michael Jordan, but he was Michael Jordan before, you know, in the generation before. So to be able to learn from him, to be around him, and just interact with him on a daily basis, man, is huge. You don't get opportunities like this that often to be around a legend like Dr. J, and it's cool. He's probably the coolest guy I ever met in my life too. That's the Denzel of basketball.
Fact. I mean, look at this swag. Look at this shirt. Look at this swag.
You know, coolest guy, but he's a great guy. You know, always looking to help us out, whether it's on the court, off the court, and that's huge, man. That's unusual for a guy of his stature to be as down to earth as he is.
This question is for Jason, Nate, and Amari. You guys have a history of being super athletic players. Big three, though, in this shrunken court, do you find it's difficult? Can you still lean on your athleticism in the same way maybe you did previously? Or does your game have to change for the big three environment?
I think it has to change a little bit. It's not as much as open court. You can move. It's a quick turnaround. You have to work on our skill set. I think over the years, and you know, if you watch our game, we all developed our game. You know, I think we all basically came in the league, dunkers, athletic, get to the rim, and then over the years you start seeing Amari developing his jump shot, developing one-on-move posts. Nate started becoming more of a ball handler, coming off the pick and roll screens, coming down the lane, hitting jumpers. Myself becoming a jump shooter. So I think this game is totally different than, you know, us playing in the NBA, and we have to more kind of rely on our skill set more than our athleticism, because we all is old too, and it's pretty much disappeared.
That being the case, was it hard to figure out how to win in this league?
I don't think it's figured out like it's hard. It was just like each team would be different. I can't speak for every other team. I know for us, we try to get Stat the ball immediately, try to get us some bonus, you know, fouls and quick, easy buckets. You know what I'm saying? Because he does the most as in protecting the rim. You got to keep the big fella happy. The rest of us, we get the scraps. We know Jay can knock down an open shot. We use our athleticism when we need to. You know what I'm saying? It comes and it goes. So you got to kind of exert your energy and don't use it all in one place. So you kind of spread it out throughout the game. And you know, we just feed off each other. I think, you know, picking each other up, and, you know, block shots and hustle plays. I mean, you know, that's kind of, you know, that kind of, you know, gets us over the hump.
Amar, you're from Florida. What is it like being back in Florida? You got your family here watching you play. Kind of talk about those emotions you might get.
It was great, man, to see all, you know, my fans that watched me play throughout the years, from high school to NBA, and then to be in front of my family is always a great time to play in front of them. You know, I have a few years left in my career, so in order to play in front of them, I take full advantage of the opportunity to show them what I still got in the tank. I'm sure they're proud to see me out there playing, so it's always a lot of fun for me.
Got a question in the front there.
Hi, my name is Tiana Sermons. I'm currently the youngest member of the Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists. My question is to everyone. Yesterday I got a chance to speak to Ice Cube, and he was talking about the diversity of the game. So how do you guys feel about being on such a diverse team?
Well, it's always great to have diversity, you know, because this world is made of a lot of different cultures and people, and so in order to have diversity, it's a beautiful atmosphere to make that happen. And the game of basketball is played around the world. Everyone plays the game of basketball at a high level around the world, and for us to be able to interact with other cultures with a diverse team is always a lot of fun for us.
On paper, you guys have arguably, you know, top 3 roster in my opinion. You're also coached by a legend. Each week, when I see you guys losing, I don't understand. Has it been frustrating for you as well?
Well, we went through the most changes. You know, we had almost a completely different team. This is Jay Rich first year, so that was new for him. And then we had J.O. and Bonzi, who was our captains last year. They're not with us. Nate went out with an injury. We brought Rob in. And so we had a lot of changes throughout the season so far. So it took a while to get the chemistry, and I think now with our core guys, and we got all our guys in for practice and for games, now we're starting to figure out the strategy between us.
Amar, it seemed like at the end of that second half in particular, Glenn Davis was kind of like playing peanut butter jelly defense on you and everything like that. How did you really deal with him offensively to get something going for the team?
I mean, I know what's going on with them, man. Nancy Lieberman send them scout reports, and they do a full sit down and just try to scout my game. So they go with personnel as if it's NBA playoffs. And so I figured that today they was gonna try to, you know, be tight on me with the basketball and try not to let me get to my sweet spots on the court. And that's what they tried to do. And the great thing about us is we have a well-rounded team to where Nate and Jay Rich got off tonight, and they couldn't stop those guys. And I was able to defend whenever they tried to take advantage of Nate in the post. I wanted to make sure I was there for the help to help him out, and that's what we did. We got the win.
This question is for all the players. So, how different do you all approach working out compared to when you were working out in the league?
For me, I just do 3 days a week. I try not to, you know, overexert myself. You know, take my kids with me just so I can kind of stay young, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Just to watch them and, you know, watch them go hard. It just keeps me going. And then, I mean, we do basketball stuff, but we pick up a ball almost probably every day. I mean, you know, we just don't try to overwork. It's like now it's like being older. It's like working smarter. When we was in the league, we wanted to work out every day, get in the gym, do it. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. Now it's like we never had to really do it like that. We would have, you know, understood, you know, younger. So now, as an older gentleman, I would just, you know, 3 days a week for me, and I'll be good. And then I just have a couple rest days where I can just chill with my family and, you know, play video games all day. I'll be chilling.
Rob and I, we get active. Here in Miami, we always linking up and we balling. Yeah. Whether it's after we work out, we play one-on-one, just to get our skill set up. Cardio is always a key. You know, for me when I'm trying to make that push back to the NBA, cardio is always a major point of emphasis. And then just weight training. You know, being as light as. For me, I like to be as light as I can be as far as weight, but as strong as possible. Yeah, and so I just continue to train that way and try to stay fit.
All right, this question is for any of the players. Obviously, growing up, you probably played 3-on-3, even, you know, maybe in the league. How is it any different from playing now as opposed to when you were playing younger? When you were younger, maybe, you know, in high school, something like that.
I mean, we're just smarter now. We know how to play the game. Back then, we were just hooping, trying to dunk on everybody and all that stuff. So now, we know how to play basketball. We've all played pro, we've all played in the NBA, overseas. So we understand where pick our spots, pick and roll, how to play the pick and roll, and you know, little things like that that will help you and give you an advantage, especially offensively in 3-on-3.
Last question, guys. Anyone else?
For anybody up there, how big do you all think that the Big Three can get?
Man, I mean, the Big Three, it has a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for potential. The 3-on-3 game of basketball has grown massively. We know now it's an Olympic sport, so therefore now having this type of atmosphere with Ice Cube and the guys putting together this Big Three atmosphere is great for the communities around the United States, even around the world. And so, you know, this is something that's going to last for a while. It's going to continue to grow.